I'm in my editor now, VS Code. You can see on my left side, I have a website bootcamp folder. Inside it, I have a assets folder where I'm storing my project assets like images, fonts, and etc. Inside folder, you can see here asset is selected. Just press escape. Otherwise, you will create the folder inside assets folder, which we don't want. Click on assets and then press escape. This way, this become white. Now I'm creating the project folder. I'm giving it name as BRG travels. Inside it, let's create the index.html. And now using emmet, I will create the boilerplate. Just press shift 1, that is bang, and then tab, and then I write the title as BRG travels, the best travel agency in Nepal. Just give any name. Now here I need to add font and Bootstrap 4 as my CSS framework. Let's go to Google Font, fonts.google.com, and for my travel website I am going to use a font named as Roboto because it's there in the design. You can see. Let me enable the controls. Okay, and if you click on the about, you can see I have a Roboto as my font, and another font is this one, which is lobster. So I need to basically get two font styles. So I got thin, and then 300, then 400, and 500, and then 700. Now let's get lobster, and lobster has only one font style, which is 400. Now if you see on the right side, I have a link tag which you need to copy and paste it here. Okay, that's it. You just added your Google font into your project website. Now I need to get Bootstrap 4. Go to Google and then type Bootstrap 4. Click on this one, getbootstrap.com, and then click on get started. You can see you have Bootstrap version 5.0 here. Right now Bootstrap version is beta. Okay, you can see beta 1. Don't use it right now. Use 4.6. And then there are quick start guide. Under quick start you have CSS, which says copy paste the style sheet link. Okay, so just copy and then add it here. And now you need to add JavaScript. And you can see we have a bundle and separate. Let's use the bundle because then we will basically reduce one request. So I added the Bootstrap JS as well. Now let's test it. I'm writing container. This will give me a div with some width, and then inside it I write row, dot row. So dot row is a shortcut for emmet plugin, and when I press tab, it basically expand to div, then class row, and then div. And inside it I write welcome, or welcome to BRG travels. Okay, and if I give class as text danger, then it should be in red color. Click on the go live. You can see my Bootstrap is working as expected. Now let's go to this layout. so that I can code and get its preview as well. Okay, yeah, so let's do this. Now let's go to the design. You can see here I have a design this way where I have upper navbar and lower navbar. Let's design this first. So let me remove this part, and I am designing the header section, which have, let me give the header as tags, and then upper navbar, and then dot navbar, and when I do this I get div with class as navbar. Let me use it as upper navbar, and now let's get this as left section and then right as right section. That left section, and then copy it and right section. Okay, and now here I have logo and some text, img and source, and img and logo dot png. Okay, so since it is not coming because I haven't added my image resources, so let me add the image resources, BRG travels, and then this image I just copy it, and then inside this BRG travel I paste it. You can see now the BRG travels has img as folder. Now let me type it again, and then you can see I am getting this time autocomplete, and then logo, and here just logo or BRG travels logo. Now I have text, I can write it inside anchor tag, and here I basically target to nothing, and then inside this I write span, and here I write BRG, and here I write travels. Okay, so now if you see its preview, let me close this. I will keep this as here. You see I have a logo and then BRG travels. Okay, so let me add another our custom style sheet link, and then CSS, and then inside CSS. Okay, now I need to create this CSS folder. Let me create that quickly, CSS, and then inside the CSS folder, new file and style.css. Okay, here let me quickly add CSS for our image and this part. So that is header, upper navbar and left section. Header, then upper navbar, then left section, and then img. Okay, let me give the height as 40 pixel. Okay, let me give it as 30 pixel, and now and another as header section and span and anchor tag, whose font style is lobster cursive. Okay, and then color, let us give it as 555. You can see, okay, it's not font style, it's fonts family. Now if you see, we have got the intended style for our text. Okay, now let's add some padding left, right and top bottom to our left section, to our upper navbar, but this is upper navbar only. Padding top right 0.5 rem and left right is say like 1 rem. Okay, this way I got this effect. and now let's give the background color as FFF only. Okay, and this way our left section has been almost done. Now I have one thing remaining. If you see design, I have red as BRG. Here we have only hash 555. Let's quickly style that. So that is actually span inside the A tag, and then color should be red. And now I have got the same styling as of my design. Now let's quickly create these three elements, which is now I have right section, and now I need to give image, and then img and call, and this is call, and now I have another, you see, phone number and then button. So phone number is span, which I can give at 977 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0, and then button as dot btn dot, let's give it as small button, button small, and then button light, its color, and then px free as left right padding, and then get a free code. When I do this, if I see the preview, I get the similar styling, and however I need some margin here, and font family should be different. Let's give the font, the default font family as Roboto. So let's add this font family as Roboto and sans serif, and this way I have my font as Roboto. Also these texts are quite bigger in size as per our design. Let's fix that. So header, then upper navbar, and then right section, font size should be 14 pixel, and more smaller than 14, 13 pixel is good enough. Okay, now here I need some margin, which I can give right here only, ml3, and then I got the intended margin. Now I need the rounded effect like this, so let's add that styling. So here I need to style button and give the border radius as 25 pixel, and you can see I got same. Now to get the shadow effect like this, I can use the Bootstrap shadow CSS and just use shadow, and then I got the intended styling. Okay, now let's make this way left and right. Here right now it's a column, so to do that, let's enable upper navbar as display flags, which is dflags, and then let's get the content left right as in between, justify content in between. Okay, and I do this, I get this way, justify content in between, not between. Okay, now if you see, this is not okay. The another style you need to add is align items center. This way it will align the center. Now if you see the image, a brand image, and this call is not same, so let's basically make the image same for upper navbar. Now this way our call and this is same. This way our upper navbar is done.